Arisen, sir? Beg pardon, sir. I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust. Forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens. You should know you are the first companion Milady has trusted since coming to this place. I imagine she has all manner of subjects she would discuss with you. So indeed, yes. I ask you meet me at the castle garden. That is, if it please you, sir. Praise the Maker you've come, Arisen. Oh, this is glorious. Most glorious. Pardon me, sir. Forgive the ramblings of a handmaiden on a strange errand. It's only... Milady's request to see you is a rare thing, you see. First in all my years with her, in truth. I trust you understand the delicacy of the situation. Milady is a married woman, I need not remind you. And well, yes, even innocent conversation could be bent foul were it discovered by others. Pray, walk softly, Arisen, and have a care to let none find you visiting Milady's chambers.
My warrior has come for me. You must think me a shameless harlot. Would that words could prove my love is pure.
Off to a nice firing after a long day's ruling, sire?
No, you must hide.
There's a boldness that filled a dragon.
Quickly!
You storm my lady's bedchambers with the urgency of a man in battle. Fear not. I shan't eavesdrop on the ducal proceedings. I remain to stand watch and guard, sire. For your protection, of course.
My Lord Edmund, would you had mentioned your coming, I might have dressed more finely. My lord, what are you...
Lenore! Oh, my love! Forgive me!
My Lord Edmund, is something...
Lenore! Forgive me! I was wrong! I take it back, Lenore! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Lenore!
Your Grace, Edmund, This isn't... This wicked fool mistook a trifling kindness that I once paid for something more. He stole into my room. I was terrified. This commoner must be made to learn, sire. Give him a taste of the lash and a stay in the dungeon. Festi! Festi, I know you're there!
Milady is mistaken. I would never violate His Grace's privacy while he violates Milady's privacy.
Oh, brook none of your japes, fool! Summon the guards! Have this villain removed!
Well, now, what have we here? Friend of the Duchess, sneaking off to her chambers for a cup of tea? Must be a fine tea. What to come all this way in the dead of night? Or perhaps you seek refreshment of a different sort, like a turn in the sheets with His Grace's own wife. Damn, you're tougher than you seem. Perhaps there's aught to this Arisen business after all.
What have I done? I cannot ask forgiveness for this betrayal. But I was certain the Duke would cut me down where I stood had I not spoken so. You must run. The Duke is half mad and fearsome wrath. I shall think of some way to assuage him.
I've gained quest knowledge. Master, you're hurt! How did this happen?
Such a beauty, we? Even back in Meloir's court, she was famed for her fair looks. I've had the privilege of tending to her since she was but a child. And still I fawn over her as if she were my own blood. And now, to see the child I hold so close, gone and wed in such a foreign land. Ought to have been a grand wedding too, I should think. A feast, if nothing else. But with the dragon come, 'tis not the time for such revels. Truly, the mistress has e'er been an unlucky child. Bad enough their marriage should go without celebration. These days, the Duke scarce finds time to speak with her. Oui, with the dragon come, he's important matters to tend to, but still. The man is old, I know, but isn't right to neglect one's own new pride so, if you'll pardon me saying.
I am filled with fear, dear warrior. Fear of the dragon, fear of my husband. In truth, I know not which frightens me more. What an exquisite ring! Is this for me? Oh, I thank you, dear warrior. 'Tis truly a thing of beauty. I much prefer it to the bauble I received from the Duke.
Thanks the Maker you yet live. I have not the words to apologize for your suffering. The Duke was furious at the news of our actions, as I'm sure you might imagine. In his rage, he banished my Lady Eleanor to the lonely northern lands. Now she fears her husband will have her killed. Her very life is in jeopardy, Arisen. We must take our next move before his. We plan to flee and seek refuge in our native Meloir. Please, Arisen, make for the manse and find the Duchess, else she find an assassin's blade. Rescue her. I have a set of soldiers' equipment I stole away for you. Wear it to enter the manse without attracting the attentions of the guard. Please, Arisen, I beg of you, make for the northern manse with all speed. You mustn't be discovered, sir. And above all, keep your identity well hid. If they know the truth of it, my mistress will face terrible repercussions.
Structure ahead.
We arrived. Oh, I fear we'd be more burden than room for you inside.
What's this? A new recruit, is it? My shift only started a moment ago, but as you're here, I'll not speak ill of good fortune.
You've truly come for me. I've yearned to see you so, all this time. has Mirabelle spoken of our plans? We plot escape to our homeland of Nelwa. It saddens me to leave you, Arisen, but circumstance permits no other option. Before we part, however, I would beg you one last favor. See me to safety. A Malorian envoy awaits outside the Mons, but I've not the wherewithal to escape this place unaided. Please, sir, help me. The guard! The main exit is far too perilous. We should take this way. Possibly cross here. Might you?
Hit 'em all! That one!
Master! Master, you're safe! Come, let's go! They're left exposed after a grand strike! Find an opening and strike!
Kill 'em all!
Let us be quick! We close to you. Path speaks. It is your decision. Encouragement to you.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Leave the fighting to me. There are too many.
Help me!
Quick succession. Find an opening and strike. It was a fine scrap, if I may say so myself. Anytime. This bridge is well old. It will not bear many at once. The bridge creaks underfoot.
Milady!
Mirabelle! These good men are from Milo. They'll see us safely home.
Come, milady, let us be off for home. I am well eager to be quit of this place. Let's be done with dragons and that awful duke. That one deserves to be eaten up. I'll shed no tears when that beast leaves this land in ash.
I fear this is farewell, dear champion. I'll never forget you.
All right, milady. Let's be off, quickly now.
I swear it, my love. I'll never forget.
I feel more familiar with this quest. What to do in this quest.
Did you not hear from Kina, my child? She is gone to the Abbey to the west. I felt moved to assist her in her quest. Such was her diligence and passion. And so I spoke with Sister Hilda and asked that Kina be allowed into the Abbey. The Mother Superior there once served at the Grand Cathedral. I thought perhaps she might be able to aid Kina in reaching the mainland. I've no doubt that a woman of Kina's determination will succeed at the Abbey. With luck, it may become the next stone in her path to the Grand Cathedral.
Fear not should we lose our way, Master. Your map will serve us.
You've come. I came here to the Abbey in hopes they might find me worthy to send on to the Grand Cathedral in Aldring. No place holds so much wisdom concerning the dragon as there. While I am here, I train as a sister of the faith. I'm to gather flowers. They say I've talent as a healer, that if I labor hard enough, They say I'll learn to grant blessings upon others through flowers. I fear I am a poor judge of such things. Still, what say you, cousin? 'Tis said a blessing of flowers leaves the recipient awash with joyous feeling. Any luck? Though in truth, 'tis the Mother Superior here I must convince of my abilities, and the priests. I must show them I've an aptitude as a healer. But as I said before, I've little notion what to expect. Could I ask you to give a flower to someone and tell me of their response? Give that flower to someone afore it wilts, won't you, cuz? I've prayed over it hard enough to give even the Mother Superior a start. I only hope the blessing reaches the recipient. What? You would give it back to me? Thank you, but 'tis no help to my training, cuz. My happiness getting flowers from you has naught to do with blessings.
I feel more familiar with this quest. I've learned what to do in this quest.
Ah, happy coincidence to find you here, Arisen. As you know by now, my aim is to learn the designs of a certain society. I've about enough information gathered to pick up and head home. Another strange coincidence, friend. Seems a lady friend of yours is eager to become acquainted with the organization I serve. We share a certain bond by now, you and I. I'm not beyond giving the girl an introduction, should the opportunity arise. Like as not, she'll need it. There are as many youths who wish to train at the cathedral as there are grains of sand in your little village. That girl newly come to the Abbey certainly holds you in her trust, eh, friend? Trust's a tricky thing. Not for the craven, that much is sure.
You were raised with Kina, were you not? I would ask a service of you on her behalf. May her bless you, my child. As you know, Kina is well devoted to the church. She has distinguished herself here, and her studies and duties both. So it is at long last that her fervent wish has come true. She is granted transfer to the Grand Cathedral in the mainland. It is a great honor for our humble abbey. We are aglow with pride. We wish to bestow upon Kina a gift of blessed items that the Maker may shield her on her journey. But alas, we find ourselves without certain sacred materials required for the blessing. As her friend since childhood, we can think of none more suited to gather these items. I would also ask you hold this errand secret from Kina. We hope to surprise her with the gift on the morning of her departure. The materials can be found within the catacombs. I understand these self-same materials are readily available in processed form throughout our capital. The gold required, however, is formidable, and we feel the task worthy of a more personal touch besides. I have no doubt Kina's desire to visit the Grand Cathedral owes much to your role as Arisen. Acolytes of the Faith have long studied the dragon there. Doubtless she hopes to discover some means to aid you. Some call it folly to attempt the long journey to the mainland with the dragon about. But I disagree. Knowledge is the light on our path to conquering this evil. It must never be abandoned.
I'm not cruel, see. I'll not play in perfect innocence. What successful man ever has? The Maker gave us shade that we might get a damn thing done. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay you handsomely. Any rarities to sell? Right then.
I've gained quest knowledge.
My thanks, Arisen. This is all we required. We shall begin the blessing at once. May the Maker's light shine always upon you. Well, sister, the time is near. Our time together has been short, and yet you have become so very dear to the Abbey.
You make me feel quite small, sister. To quit the Abbey for my own reasons seems altogether selfish now.
Nonsense, child. It warms my heart to send one of our own to the Grand Cathedral. Before you depart, I would have you take this. A gift from all of us.
Oh, my! So this is why you spent such long hours afield. It is wonderful. I cannot imagine the effort it took to craft. My steps will be lighter knowing I bear the support of such fine friends. Pray remember, I seek only to aid you as you have so oft done for me. I will return with the knowledge you need to dispatch the worm. Just wait. Also, I would give you this. It is a small thing, hardly equal to all you've done for me, but Listen to me. It seems there's nary a parting I can't turn painful. I shall return to you. I swear
I've gained quest knowledge. I feel more familiar with this quest now.
Here for business? Then you've heard not the news. Madeline's in some trouble of late. She abandoned her shop and fled under cover of night.
Well beyond her ken.
Style.
Yes, tongues wag with talk of Madeline. Rumor has it she was dealing in illicit goods. Some authority uncovered her game and she was forced to shutter her shop. I hear she fled, too, before the guards had a chance to arrest her. Just what was she up to? I'd like to know.
Perhaps we'd best ask around.
Madeline shop? Sure, everyone knows of it. She bought the place when the first owner fled the dragon. Opened for business soon after. She has a fine head for figures. Bit stingy with the credit, if I dare say so. It's odd she closed so sudden like. I'd wager there's more to this tale than we can say.
We'll scour every corner of the capital if we must. Madeline fled along the waterway below us. Now, what's this doing here?
There, a tower in the distance. What says the map, Arisen? I'd not thought to find such a place here. Take care when walking at the water's edge.
So I'm discovered at last. You must believe me, I've done nothing wrong. They say I dealt in banned goods. If it's true, I swear it was not my intent. I had no idea. But as I don't expect them to take me at my word, I was forced into hiding. I fled in such haste, all my goods were left behind. More's the pity, I suppose. Wish I'd thought to secure my dagger. It's a kind of charm what brings good fortune, you see. Maker's breath! That's my dagger! Oh, you beautiful thing! I can hardly believe it! I could just kiss you. I have not the words to thank you. It's been at my side ere I started my trade, many moons ago. But then, I've greater concerns at the moment. I've never seen trouble the likes of this. Even now, I feel the tears welling. It took all of my will and every last bit of gold to see that shop opened. And now, if you hadn't found me, I don't know what I'd do. Huh? No! Soldiers!
Aye, Arisen. Well met. We pursue a female merchant named Madeline. She is charged by His Grace with trafficking in those queer medallions. As a symbol of salvation, the sale of such is blasphemy and treason both. We mean to arrest her and uncover the girl's connection to the Zealots' leadership. We believe she is in hiding near here. Have you seen aught that might aid us? No. We have reports she fled here.
Ho! There she is!
Don't let her escape! Forgive me, sir. Duty calls.
You saved me. Thank you. As Arisen, I suspect lying does not come easy. I'm sorry to have asked it of you. I can tarry no longer. I must seek safety somewhere further off. I'm at peace with the loss of my shop and merchandise. Such things can be replaced. But parting from you is a blow far more cruel. What? I speak from the heart. It shames me to ask for more when you have given me so much. Yet, might you spare some gold for my travels? My hasty departure left me without a single coin to my name. If all goes well, I shall pay you back in full. Most likely. Eventually. Well, I suppose that's not entirely unexpected. It would be a job in itself to repay you besides, what with you gallivanting about the land and all. Well, I must be off. I must say, before leaving Cassidus with you, my life was utterly hopeless. But see how far I've come. I even had a shop of my own. If only for a moment, I can take pride in that. And as this adventure failed to kill me, perhaps I may even learn aught from it. Or not. I know not what fortune holds for you, Arisen, but I trust it will be terrifically exciting. Please don't die. Promise me you'll come see me in my next shop. Farewell, Arisen.
Forgive the sudden request, sir, but I find myself in need of something and thought you might be of service. If you find it, return here to me, and I will compensate you most generously. Remember the item I asked you to find? It's not urgent, but I do hope you might yet locate it. Well, enough of that. To business, then. Ah, that's it exactly. Allow me to discount your fare in thanks. If I ever need your services again, I shall not hesitate to ask. I find myself in need of another item, sir. As you performed so admirably last time, I thought I might seek your aid again. That's it. Amazing. As I've come to expect from the likes of you, sir. In thanks, I offer a further discount on your bill. Traveling about in this line teaches a fellow things. Like how nothing stays in one place for long. People less still. My blackguard father least of all. In truth, sir, you are my finest patron. Whenever I've requested aid, you lent it without question. I feel I can trust you. Perhaps the time is right to reveal what I am truly searching for. I never knew my father. He disappeared while I was yet in my mother's belly. Truth be told, he's just as likely dead by now. Yet, the question haunts me still. What could so vex a man that he might desert his unborn child? I have no desire to weigh the right of his actions. I seek only the cause behind them. Thus did I become a peddler, that I could wander the land in search of clues. Pray, if you should come across any trace of my father, some record of his travels, or a diary perhaps, I would ask you bring it to me. I found naught in all my years of searching, but perhaps you might succeed where I failed. Fair sense tells me otherwise, but yet I hold out hope.
Looks like part of a journal. I wonder whose.
Seems a page torn from a diary, Master. This writing. A journal page, perhaps? Signs of a cat. Out here. Another page torn from a journal.
This looks interesting.
I wonder what's become of interesting. This looks interesting. Whoever wrote these harbored quite the one.
Hold! These letters, they are written in my father's hand. I cannot fathom the trouble you bore to find this. I am at a loss for words, sir. And yet, it seems my father is well and truly dead after all. Please do not worry yourself on this. Simply finding aught of him is a treasure to me. I shall read this anon. Perhaps I may finally learn the cause behind his travels.
We are...
In any case, the finest patron deserves the finest reward. Please, sir, accept this gift with my compliments. In truth, I warrant this will be my final transaction. With the mystery of my father resolved, I've little reason to wander the land any longer. Maker guide your steps until our paths cross again.